Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. Look at Lust in all her glory. Looks fantastic for a hero that is going to be added tomorrow. 250 summons to pick her up, 10x also chances, and you're going to have Arrogance on the line as well. I'm definitely going to go with summons for this one. Hopefully it all ends well and I do pick her up. That's why I'm doing the video today, guys. Not just staring at Lux while I'm on the test server, but I also wanted to just see on how her skills work, how everything works. I do have some gear on the test server that can't be relative to what I have on the live servers, so we'll see a good representation, I think, of Lust. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. I think she's gonna be a great accompanying hero to Arrogance if you have Arrogance already. I don't have any, so Arrogance gains a bond skill where he gets 15% extra attack during his ultimate, which is amazing. So just extra damage is always good. And then she gets during the ultimate deals 20% extra damage plus all damage dealt to enemies inflict burning. So she does have a random attack in range for two times, each dealing 100% damage plus 15% chance to attack allies instead. So this is kind of weird, attacking your own allies. But if you have something like a Valeria where she does do more damage when she is lower health, then I mean, Lust makes sense. It makes sense for them to be together with this skill. But it's kind of funny if you think about it, that she's killing, she's just whipping everybody. She doesn't care, just whipping enemies, whipping allies, just get you know, damage out, you know. It's so funny. It's so funny. But I wonder though if it I guess it's actually a bad thing now that I think of it, because when you do hit your own allies, that's damage lost on enemies, right? Isn't that something to think about? Yeah. So what does her ultimate do? So during her ultimate deals 40% more damage, and each basic attack lands 4 lashes in a row, lasting for 20 seconds. So she's just slapping away with that no, whipping away with that whip, I guess. Whipping away, not slapping away. So pretty cool. Her duration for the ultimate is 20 seconds, so it's relatively good. It's a low cost ultimate, 800. Relatively low cost. It could have been lower. Every time Sinful Lash is triggered, increases attack speed by 40, stacking up to 3 times. Very cool. 3 times, so you gain 120 extra attack speed just because of this, plus the aura you'll have from your lord. So gains 30% damage increase upon dealing damage to allies with basic attacks. That's why you want to hit your own allies, lasting for 5 seconds. If the targeted ally belongs to the Nightmare Council, there's a 50% chance to restore 10% rage for the target. Yeah, you're gonna be whipping away on your allies. Her attack range looks very, very weird. I'm not even sure on how I'm gonna place her on the guild boss, but it's still interesting. The way that I've built her: 17,000 attack, 100 crit rate, almost 100. Okay, her attack speed is kind of high. I think it's my amulet. I'll check it, because I think she doesn't need all this attack. Is it the amulet? Yeah, attack speed amulet. Let's see if we can get a I want a crit damage one, because I swapped gear from another hero. So let's see how this does. Crit rate drops a little bit, but I think overall we're looking good. A 300% crit damage, it's okay, could have been better, but my attack speed now will go into the 400s, 450 almost. So I could potentially also lose some more and be good. I don't have the artifact here. You need artifact to use on the test server, unfortunately, so I'm gonna use a Wailing Skull, which is kind of I think the best one at the moment. Her A1 Awakening looks very promising. Defense reduction on the target 20%, so basically 20% extra damage. So you can have that in mind if you want to go for extra copies on her. But still, yeah, it really depends what you're trying to do. For me, I just want to get these 2 heroes tomorrow, so I'm not really looking to get extra copies, but we'll see. All right, she's gonna work great. Let's go and see here in the guild boss. I want to see what kind of damage we should be expecting, but I think the problem will be on how to place the team down. So here I have different heroes that you guys might have, you guys might not have, right? So what I want to see is at least the Nightmare faction. So the thing with the Nightmare faction is everybody has Wrath. Is to deploy at least 4 heroes of the faction down on the board. The reason for that is so that you can start getting your attack speed up with the maximum of 4. So I could potentially here put Zillitu. Let's see, does Zillitu have gear on? Yeah, I think she's got something. Could put her on the board. And just put these 4. And we'll see on whether... Do I need all of this? So, let's go in with this setup. I'm going to be using double rage regen. We want to get our ultimates going as much as possible. So, I was thinking of placing this guy here. Giving him the Dolores buff. Then placing... her on the board like so. Then we can place Wrath here. I think it's fine. Can drop her. So now we get the maximum bonus of attack speed. There it is. And then we just start placing damage dealers on the board to get things going. Gonna have a big healer there also. And then let's drop her. Let's withdraw her. We get a bunch of ultimates. And then I drop in... I drop in Eloin. I think Eloin, I should have placed her that way so that she gives some rage to Arrogance, who's going to be in the front. So let's see on what kind of damage we're going to be looking at from this squad. So... yeah, well, I can't really see the damage out of the unique hero. Maybe I can test that out later on. But yeah, they're really slapping away on the boss here. Unfortunately, I don't have the ultimates here when he's got the shield on. Maybe I should have saved it a little bit. Can we go through the shield with this? Wait, what is that? It's a unique burning, I guess. Unique way to show the burning. Huh. Much better, actually, than before. Having burning look like that. So my ultimates are just going away like this. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop this and have ultimates go on manual. Let's drop Laurel here. It's gonna give us more ultimate bar, and we have like 30 seconds for the next shield. So remember, when she's on her ultimate, she applies a lot of burning. That's why I want her to be gaining extra rage. Arrogance doesn't get the rage, which I would expect this setup to have Arrogance as being like a very strong damage dealer here with his ultimate, but this setup doesn't really help him that much. All right, we got like 10 seconds for the next one. So I'm saving all my ultimates here, just trying to heal everybody, and we'll see on how this goes. Oof, boss hits quite hard. Then we pop the ultimates right now, right away, when the big shield is up. Did they change the shields? Like 42 seconds now for the shield to be up. That is unexpected. But okay. I'll have to take note of the next one, which is gonna be at a minute 30 usually. But yeah, this is weird. This is gonna mess up lots of teams if it's really what's up. So let's pop the ultimate here. Can definitely pop her. Wrath just hits away whenever he wants. He doesn't really care. I'm gonna save the ultimate on my boy Setram and see what he does. But yeah, we're hitting Nightmare 4. We're like, what, 15,000? It's not a lot, I know. But what I want to see is her. And, well, Arrogance is A5 on the test server here. So it's going to be a lot of damage regardless. So I wonder if they changed anything. Slapping away is what we're doing now. Slapping away. Yikes. Get some healing through. Arrogance is also using his ultimate whenever he wants, right? Yikes. Yeah, we're dropping kind of low here. So the ultimate, no, the shield should be up now. This is very weird. 1 minute 30. Very weird. 26. Ah, there it is. Okay, finally we pop everything. Let's see how this does. Could drop even her. Can we go through it? We should be able to go through it. Even if I don't have like an optimized team. It was delayed by like 5 seconds. That was very weird. That was very weird. All right, we jumped up to 23,000 just like that. Gonna have our ultimates. I'll just let it go on auto ultimate after this point. We should be okay. Let's put it on the 2x as well. Get this going through quicker. And we throw her. Let's drop in Laurel quickly. We throw her. And it's, oh, final rush. The final rush. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad team when you think that I have not so much optimal gear here. And I just threw whatever I had available at the moment. But obviously 30,000 blood without really trying. And it was weird. The timings were very weird. Very weird. So let's have a look at overall stats. Overall stats. Oh, look at that. 72,000, 72 million damage, 71 million damage, 46 million damage. She really slapped the heck out of that boss. And I mean, wow. Yeah, I just like the gear she has is kind of very good. All right, but I did not expect her to be that much higher than the others. So she does have 310% crit damage. This guy is A5, but not good gear. 90,000 attack, 344 speed, 322 crit damage. But with this said, he didn't have the one that gives you extra damage on auto attacks, which I mean, it makes sense to have that, but I just don't have enough ancients on the test server. But he's also A5. I mean, it's just a lot more damage there. Plus he gets the bond, extra damage, and I didn't even bother with her being awakened. So I guess if I awaken her, just the A1, we can test her damage a little bit. And see the extra, just the extra, right? So obviously she's gonna work well with the more nightmare faction heroes you have in there. Plus, I think I don't know how many allies can you even drop there, because you're losing out on where you're placing Dolores, right? That's what I'm thinking is, would you change how you would place your heroes down on the board with her? Having that unique way of attacking. She attacks like round round everywhere. So nightmare faction, it doesn't necessarily mean to have melee heroes, because you could try Hatsur in there. Valier would work very well in there too. I mean, this guy is also possible as a choice as a mage, so that you get more ultimates through to empower her damage. And right, yeah, just make her stronger with the more ultimates you're using. She has that talent skill where she attacks more frequently, and because her range is that wide, she is able to get the benefit from this guy on the board. But yeah, let's try her out. Let's try her out with the A1. I want to see the damage difference here. We're gonna do an auto run, and I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, so one test run done. It actually did less damage this time around than before, which is funny. But let's see the overall damage recap. Yeah, it's about the same. Really. I was looking at the board. I was looking at the 20% damage, right? That she gets. Well, it's not 20% damage. It's 20% defense down. Her awakening 1. through Sinful Lash. Okay, so her Sinful Lash, what's the chance for it to hit? Every time Sinful Lash is triggered, increases attack speed. So for every 2 ultimates activated by faction allies, the hero will trigger Sinful Lash. So it's only based on the ultimates that are triggering it from your allies, including her. So it's definitely something to consider. Maybe even changing the way that you place everybody on the board so that she gets maximum benefit. I'll need to test her a lot more, but once I get her on my main account, because I will do 250 summons, hopefully also getting Arrogance on the way, we will see on how this does. Let's do one more playtest and see the score in the end. All right, so one more run has been completed. About the same damage overall. I don't know. Well, you do get 20% the defense down, the 20% defense down, but it's all about the ultimates that you're proccing throughout, right? So she's still around the 70 million damage. I think, yeah, if I had a more optimized Wrath to get more ultimates, maybe higher rage. If you maybe use a hero in there just so that you can be triggering her. If we sort through nightmares and see which heroes on the board would be best to use, maybe even Greed. I don't know, because he has like a jokingly low cost of an ultimate skill. So imagine Greed together with her. I think that's gonna be for like a different video, guys. I don't want to make this too long, but I do like Lust and Arrogance a ton. Together they look amazing. Lust herself just is so cool that she's whipping at her allies to get them going so they do their ultimates. She gives them rage, right? She gives them rage because of that. 50% chance. And through that, she also does more damage. So it's kind of a fun combo. Very cool looking champion, hero. And yeah, definitely cool addition to the game. I hope you all have enough summons saved up to get her. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.